Okay, good morning, everybody. All right, we're going to continue on with our October challenges. And for those of you that are new, you're going to need to make out a chart like this. Okay, stop the video and then go ahead and make it out. You'll see why. For those of you who have continued with me, let me just reiterate what we're doing this month. We're going to establish some routines for yoga and some challenges for fitness. So my goal is that we're going to do the same thing. So with the yoga, we're going to get to know that so well that you really don't even need me. You know that this is going to be a good stretch. I can go ahead and do that even if I'm not even here. Okay, you can do it on your own. The goal for the fitness challenges is that as we do them, each class we're going to do them, we're going to stay with them for about a month. Excuse me, you're going to see how, if you document it, how some days you'll improve, okay? Some days you might not feel as strong or as healthy, and you might not improve that day, maybe even go down a little bit, and that's quite okay. That happens. Okay, so the important things are for improvement that, remember our scale, that you want to go ahead and work out at a level that is pretty difficult. Not real difficult way down here with really hard, but I have hard here. A lot of people, I like to think of it as somewhat hard, not real hard. So you're pushing your body to it's somewhat hard. So here's what's happening. So you're pushing your muscles, so you're asking your muscles to do a little bit more, okay? But in doing that, what happens is you I don't want to say you really hurt your muscles, but you cause them to do a little bit more than usual. And because of that, they're going to need some help to get better, to rejuvenate, to go stronger. They're going to need good food, so make sure you're eating right, drinking a lot of water, okay, and making sure that you are resting. So get a really good night's rest. It really helps your muscles grow and develop with that. Okay, you need all those things. So what we're going to do, I'm going to switch things around. So instead of doing the yoga first, what I'd like to do is the fitness first, and then we'll end with the yoga, slow our heart rate down, slow our body down, and I want to end with the sitting meditation. Okay, that being said, okay, let's get started. I just want to stretch for a quick minute before we go ahead and actually go ahead and do our fitness challenges. So reach up in the mountain pose. Okay, do it again, reach up. Okay, let's do some arm circles. One direction, let them go a little bit bigger, and then cross them. And go the other way. Make them bigger. Cross them. Okay, spread your legs a little bit more shoulder width apart. Okay, I like to stretch out the hamstrings. So with straight legs, turn your torso towards one of them. Stretch your hands down. Just hold it. Slide them down maybe a little bit more. And then go the other side. Same thing, hands down. Okay, well, while we're here, why don't we go ahead and just touch the mat. Fold your arms, and just let yourself hang down like a rag doll. Okay, all right, so let's get started. Okay, let's do the first one. Let's do push-ups. So remember, perfect push-up all the time. If you can't do a perfect push-up, get on your knees and make sure that your back is straight. You're going to do it like that. If you can, get in a perfect plank position, and then each time as you notice, I wear a hat. So every time the bill of my hat hits, I know I'm going down about as far as I should. Okay, and that will be fine. Okay, so let's start at 5. Ready? Oh, no, this isn't going to be a time going. This is just however many you can do. Now remember, you're going to work to about 70% effort. Okay? So go ahead and get started. And once you stop, you're done. Okay? You can rest for maybe a little bit each time, but you don't rest for any length of time. You know, so once you start, you keep going until you stop. Keep going. Each one has to be perfect. Okay, so however many you did is fine. This isn't a competition with anyone else except for yourself. And remember, some days you're going to feel better, you'll do more, some days you won't. Okay, and it's okay. So make sure you put the date there and put how many you did. Okay, so let's do a little variation with this sit-ups. Instead of doing sit-ups, the amount of sit-ups in 1 minute, let's go ahead and see if you can do a V-sit and how long you can hold that V-sit. So if you hold it for 30 seconds, then that's fine. Write down 30 seconds. On your chart, write down for today's date, V-sit instead of sit-up. So let's start when it gets to 6:45. Ready, get set. Let's see if you can hold it. So I'm putting my hands here. This will be a pretty good challenge. I've really never done this before for this length of time. I'm not sure how hard it is. Okay, getting on to a half a minute. That's good if you can do that. I'm starting to, I can feel my stomach muscles starting to shake. It'll probably be harder for me to talk. Okay, now that's almost 45 seconds if you did it. Now, I'm sure you're feeling the discomfort, not pain, of that's somewhat hard. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax. So if you did that for a minute, write down 1 minute. If you can only do 35 seconds, write down that. Okay, so we'll revisit that. Let me make my notes as well that we did a V-sit. Okay, all right, so the next one is a sumo sit for 1 minute. Let's start at 8:30. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and down. If you want to use the wall, that's okay. I wore these pants today to really demonstrate what this sit should look like. You should try to get to about a 90 degree, not like that. Get all the way down to close to 90 degree, then you'll really feel it in your legs. So we started at 8:30, we're going to go to 9:30. Okay, we have another 15 seconds. Isn't this fun? Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Okay, up and relax. Okay, we got one more. Okay, so make sure that you're writing on your sheet how many you did. Did you do a minute? Did you do 45 seconds? Okay, as the weeks progress, we're going to increase it a little bit. Okay, so the last one, we'll start at 10:00 is, oh, wait a minute. We did sit-ups. Oh, we didn't do burpees. So let's go ahead and do, we're just going to skip. We'll do mountain climbers right now. Ready? Every time your right leg comes up, count it as 1. Ready, get set, go. If you could keep going. Keep going. I'm just checking to see if we did 45 seconds or... Oh, we did 45 seconds, so keep going. Keep counting, keep counting. You can do it without me. Every time your right leg comes out, you're counting that as 1, 2, 3. Okay, keep going, and we're going to go till another 10 seconds since we started a little bit late. Keep going, and 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, that's good. So how many mountain climbers did you do in 45 seconds? So on your sheet, why don't you write down 45 seconds. So we did push-ups, sit-ups was a V-sit for a minute. We didn't do burpees, we'll do that right now. We did a minute of sumo sit, so write that down. And mountain climbers we did for 45 seconds. So let's end with the burpees for, let's go 45 seconds. We'll start at 11:30. Okay, ready, set, and go. Each time I come up, I go like that. Keep going. Establish a speed that you like, and you're going to try to maintain that. More seconds. Last one. Okay, and stop. Woo! Okay, good. Okay, let's move right into, remember, before we get into yoga, write down how many you did. We did that in 45 seconds as well. Okay. So if you're like me, you can feel your heart rate really up there a little bit. Let's do some yoga and you'll see that it'll naturally fall down. We're going to do that sun salutation. My goal is that you get to know this routine so well, you don't even need me. And it's just a good, we're going to add some things as the weeks progress too. Okay, reach up, dive down, touch your toes, come up to your knees, down to your toes again, into a plank, lower yourself to the mat, stretch up to cobra, back down to the mat, downward facing dog, step up to toe touch, to your knees, back down to toe touch, and reach up. Excellent. So the idea is you do a kind of a mindfulness flow as your breath goes in and out of the poses. And you can hold them for a little bit longer, or you can go just one continuous flow. So let's slow it down a wee bit. Ready, reach up, dive down, hold the stretch, come up to your knees, go back down to your toes, get into a plank. Now you can even hold the plank for a little while. And when you stretch, when you lower yourself, just lower yourself very slowly to the mat. If you like, you can just kind of stay here for a little bit. Reach up to cobra. You don't have to have straight arms. You can have bend in your arms. And then go back down to the mat. Okay, up to downward facing dog. Step up to straight legs, touch your toes, up to your knees, to your toes, and up. Okay, let's end it today with a sitting meditation. So, get in a chair, and I think I would like to do this for 1.5 minutes. So let me just, I know you know how to do this. You have been doing it. So what I'd like to do is just sit, instead of doing the mountain pose and breathing, we're just going to sit and breathe. Okay? Just lower my chair. So your feet are on the ground. You can have your hands on your knees or clasped like that. Either is fine. If you want to close your eyes, that's fine. I'm comfortable doing that. If you don't want to close your eyes, just bend your head down and kind of gaze at the ground. And what we're going to do is just breathe in, obviously, and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Focus on your breath going in and out. You're going to have all kinds of thoughts because we're going to do this for 1.5 minutes. You might get bored, and that's just another thought. We don't even care about it. We come back to the feeling of the breath. You might have a feeling in your arm or your leg or whatever. That's fine. We don't care so much about it. We always just come back to the breath. So the idea is we focus on the breath. We're going to lose that consciousness, that awareness of being on the breath. Once we're unaware of it, or once we are aware that we've lost it, we come back to that. Got it? Okay, so let's see if we can do it for 1.5 minutes. So close your eyes. And I won't be talking a whole lot. And I just want you to feel that silence, that boredom if it is, or that peacefulness if it is. Anything that you experience is okay. And let's just see if you can stretch yourself and stay in that quiet position for 1.5 minutes, okay? Thirty more seconds. Okay, if you had your eyes closed, slowly open your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. Okay, very good. Now this is always available to you. All this stuff will be available to you. You have established a routine that you know how to do the stretches, you know how to do the fitness, and you know how to sit and meditate. Okay, so that was a great workout today. I'll see you next time.